Hi guys, welcome to Charlatan Chakshu. You are watching Gadgets Part 2 Upcoming Foldable Smartphones in India 2019. Starting from number 5, we have ZTE Exxon M. तो जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो, this one has a dual screen design instead of a foldable display, which means you will have a black seam in the middle. इस फ़ोन की सिर्फ रेंडरिंग ही अवेलेबल है, so all we can speak of is its specs. So it will have two identical 5.2-inch Full HD screens. Battery size is expected to be 3180 mAh, a single 20 megapixel camera for both rear and front uses, and dual speakers with Dolby Atmos and also the good old headphone jack. A fingerprint sensor at the side, and the memory will be expandable up to 256 gigabytes, and that's it. इसका launch is expected to be in this June and at a price of 48,000. Moving on to number 4, which is LG V50 Think. You can use this one either as a standard smartphone or could attach another screen to make it foldable dual screen one. Specs goes as such: 6.4-inch Quad HD LED, Snapdragon 855 with 5G modem X50, which is also by Qualcomm, 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage, and 4000 mAh battery. At front, it will have 8 megapixel standard lens and 5 megapixel wide angle lens, whereas at rear, it will have 6 megapixel super wide lens, 12 megapixel standard lens, and 12 megapixel telephoto lens for that extra focal length. Expected to launch in this May at 73,000 rupees. Moving on to number 3. और नंबर 3 पर है Royole FlexPi, which also happens to be the world's first smartphone with a foldable display and was launched last year in October at a price of about 91,000 rupees, but not in India. As far as this particular phone is concerned, it's more of a tablet rather than a smartphone. It folds outside, leading prone to smudges every time. UI is also not good and camera is But before that, you must know that the company Royole is more of a foldable display company than a smartphone producing one. They have got hats, t-shirts and even handbags with foldable displays. Number 2, and at 2 we have got Huawei Mate X. After disrupting the camera standards in smartphones, I think they are after the foldable ones too. This one also folds outside, so smudges are likely to be a problem. अब बात कर लेते हैं specs की. So while unfolded, screen size would be 8-inch and when folded will be 6-inch OLED. CPU is Kirin 980 with Beilong 5000 5G chipset, 8 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of internal storage, 4500 mAh battery. Camera is a Leica quad camera with 40 megapixel wide angle lens, 16 megapixel ultra wide lens, 8 megapixel telephoto lens, and the fourth one is a Huawei TOF aka time of flight camera for better AR experience. इसका launch भी जून में होना है and price for this will be 1,85,000. Number 1. Samsung Galaxy Fold. No doubt that this smartphone is one of the most anticipated foldable smartphones that are to be launched this year, with this one being the first. But during recent reviewings, the screen either turned black or was damaged. Quite a bad start, and the launch dates are delayed from 26th. Well, this has dual screens, one foldable display inside and another outside. In foldable configuration, you will get a 7.3-inch QXGA, which is 1536p bigger than QHD, and when folded 4.6-inch HD display, Snapdragon 855, which will be supported by a 5G chipset, maybe later but not for now, 12 gigs RAM and 512 gigs internal storage, 4380 mAh battery. There are 6 cameras in this beast: 10 megapixel selfie cam at front when closed, 8 megapixel RGB depth cam and 10 megapixel selfie cam when unfolded with that notch, and 12 megapixel wide angle lens, 12 megapixel telephoto lens, and 16 megapixel ultra wide lens at the rear. Well, overall it is comparable to the S10 system. It is expected to be launched in May in India with 1,41,000 price tag, but after the mass screen breakdown, who knows. Thank you guys for watching. Do like, share and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Chakshu over and out.